We have some big gacha shutdowns, some that you probably weren't expecting. Some of them might have been your favorite gacha games, I don't know. But at the same time, we also have some big gacha announcements. Wuthering Waves console, Arknights Endfield, Azur Promilia, Project Mugen, so many more. Now we do have a lot to talk about, but before we jump into it, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. It literally only takes a second, and hit the little bell notification as well. They remain up to date with every single thing that I post. I post every single day. Do not miss out. Now let's go ahead and start this off with Wuthering Waves, which is confirmed to be present at PlayStation China Joy's event from July 26th through July 29th. What this means is that we're going to have some kind of announcement or confirmation about a PlayStation release. PlayStation 4, maybe PlayStation 5, definitely. Whether we get a concrete release date, like sometime in, August, September, October, remains to be seen, but I'm very excited. El Paso is officially releasing in China on the 23rd. That is just 2 days from as of recording this video, or 1 day as of when this video went live. If you're interested in trying it out, I strongly urge you to. It does look like it could potentially be a fun game. A couple days ago, we got official footage for what is probably one of the most degenerate gacha games I've ever seen, called Horizon Walker. I reacted to the 2 trailers for the game over on my stream. I stream there several days per week, every week. I urge you to come on over and join me if you're interested in seeing all of this live or just chatting. Otherwise, I upload all of my reactions to my Stix Clips channel, including the videos featuring Horizon Walker. So if you want to see what is arguably one of the most degen gacha games on the immediate horizon, then go on over and check them out. GOG A Journey to Qifeng is holding their first closed beta test. Also has pre-registration open within China for those of you that are interested. I'm going to be covering some of this, reacting to a little bit over on stream if you want to stop on by. I'll be streaming a few hours from when this video goes live. Ash Echoes is another upcoming gacha game that released their official gameplay trailer. Again, we're going to be looking at this on stream. Not only that, but they have started their closed beta test as well as of the 9th of July. Additionally, they've opened pre-registration for Southeast Asia. I don't know when the rest of the world is going to have pre-registration open and available, but they are looking to achieve 3 million pre-registered players. And if you reach 3 million pre-registrations, they're going to offer up to 24 polls total, which, you know, in retrospect, comparatively to like Zenless or Wuthering Waves, really isn't that many. But I mean, you know what? It's still 24 attempts at characters that you wouldn't have had otherwise. Girls Frontline 2 is finally coming global. I know. Whoa, mind blown. The official Girls Frontline 2 global website is now up. It is now available. It's not really populated with too much information yet. We do not have a direct confirmation as to when the game will be releasing globally, but I mean, you know, we have the official website up, so that's at least something, right? And I think they've already also opened up their official Twitter for global. Speaking of gacha games and global releases, Yoastar is officially publishing Heaven Burns Red by Right Flyer Studios globally. They announced the acquisition of the English version at Anime Expo 2024. This has been available in Japan for the last 2 years and makes millions, if not tens of millions of dollars every single month. I don't think there is a confirmation as to the exact date the game is going to release globally, but I mean, it's probably sometime soon, right? Grand Saga has confirmed they are also releasing globally. Grand Saga, of course, is a gacha MMO similar to Tower Fantasy. It has an anime aesthetic. It was announced alongside Blue Protocol, Tower Fantasy, Genshin Impact, all like a few years ago, released in Japan, released in Korea, but we never got it until now. Now we're getting it, probably because it's not doing too well overseas anymore. No confirmation as to exactly when, just coming soon. Uma Musume, you know, horse girl gacha game, Japan's #1 highest grossing gacha, is now officially releasing globally. Uma Musume Pretty Derby races towards its English debut. We do not have an official date for release yet, but much like every other gacha game we talked about, I'm assuming it's not going to be too far off. The best part about all of this, it's not being published by Crunchyroll. It doesn't have some horrible publisher publishing it. No, they're doing this themselves. Neverness to Everness was just announced. This is an urban fantasy action anime RPG, just like Project Mugen. The only difference is, instead of being published or developed by NetEase, it is instead being developed and published by Perfect World Games and Hada Studio, the people behind Tower Fantasy, which could mean it could potentially end up absolutely terrible. or really awesome, depending on how much they learned from how poorly Tower of Fantasy did and was received. Before we talk about anything else, I want to take a moment to thank my incredible patrons over on Patreon and my YouTube channel members who allow for me to continue to do dedicated videos like this every single day. You guys are phenomenal, and I can't thank you all enough for the support. Now let's keep going. Arknights Endfield, according to a leak, is going to potentially be releasing around mid-2025. It does not mention if this is global or just within China, just that at some point around mid-2025, the game is going to be releasing. They do note here in the leaked article that the development studio is under a little bit of pressure to release the game earlier than they want to. I genuinely hope that is not the case, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. Azur Promilia is also expected to release around 2025. According to a leak, the game looks to be releasing at some point in January 2025. According to the leak in question, the 25th specifically, but that is of course just a leak, just like Arknights Endfield was a leak. These are not verified and 100% legitimate and valid, so we'll just have to wait and see. Azur Promilia was at Billy World though over the last few days, and they did reveal a lot of new characters who all look absolutely incredible, by the way. Now backtracking just a few games, Neverness to Everness, as noted, was very similar, shares an immense, egregious amount of similarities to Project Mugen, and Project Mugen, after being silent for an entire year, decided to issue a formal statement, and that statement is that they are recruiting participants who can communicate in English for a text interview. Yeah, after being silent for a year, the developers are coming out and they want you guys to ask some questions so they can answer, build up more hype, show that they have made immense amounts of progress, and prove that they are not dead. Yeah, evidently they're a little bit concerned with the announcement of Neverness to Everness. Arkland has officially confirmed they are ending their service. Unfortunately, while it does end August 1st, 2024, this is a game that I genuinely wanted to play. I know a lot of people wanted to play, but will never get the opportunity to because it's dead. Another game that's dead is Artery Gear Fusion. Not dead in the traditional sense, it's shutting down, rather dead in so that they are rolling out one single update released on July 18th, and then after that update, there will be no more updates ever. That is it. It's in maintenance mode until end of service. Danmachi Memoria Freeze is now officially shut down everywhere around the world. Yeah, I know. Wow, what a time to be alive. King of Fighters All-Star has confirmed that they are also shutting down after 5 entire years of being online. That's still kind of an accomplishment. Thrud, the Harry Potter waifu flying on broomsticks aerial action combat gacha game, has announced that they will never release globally. Rather, they are also shutting down on October 9th, 2024. Another game that looked really cool, looked really fun, that we'll never get to play. Dragonair Silent Gods, which was kind of like a Dungeons & Dragons themed gacha game that was actually kind of fun, had some pretty good voice acting, had, for all intents and purposes, also a fairly good storyline, good mechanics, is shutting down. They confirmed they're shutting down as of September 16th, 2024. I did sponsored content for this, so this is even more shocking to me because I kind of enjoyed some of it. And finally, I don't know how many of you guys have ever played this, but Synced is shutting down on September 8th, 2024. Yeah, it's like a whole 7-8 games that have announced they were shutting down over the course of the last couple of weeks, which is crazy. But that is it. That is everything. Those are all the shutdowns and all the gacha announcements made over the course of the last couple of weeks. You're welcome.